7:15 in the morning on November the 7th, and I slept in this morning because I checked the weather and the radar showed rain all over me, and I just didn't want to get my camera gear wet. Let's be honest, I just wanted to sleep in. So we're down here getting ready. Basically, I'm getting ready to drop them off at school, and he's helping me get my truck loaded. I've had my target buck chasing a doe under my stand for an hour and a half. So I'm gonna try to get in there, sneak in, try to get as close to where they're at as possible, and just see what can happen this morning. So it's time. Gun season opens Saturday, and I'd really like to get it done with my bow before then. So what do you say?
Let's do it. Well,
you ain't doing nothing, man. You going to school.
Yeah, but you know, I'll do anything to go.
Go on. What up, girls? Well, I just got to one of my locations here to pick up my four-wheeler, and still have that buck bumping a doe around there where I usually sit. So I'm off to try to figure out a game plan as how to sneak in here, maybe set up on the backside of where they're at or something. These mountains are just so hard to hunt, but we'll figure something out here. Stay tuned. We just got parked. We're walking in. Sneak in here, pick us a tree and get in it. Something was bedded here last night, and these beds are never here. Looks like a couple does. Went deeper in here than I wanted to, but the wind's just not good. And I'm trying to fudge it by just picking a tree where the wind's not going to be blowing. So underneath me about 100, 120 yards. I'm on a point off this ridge behind me here. And they're running that bench that's on the side of this point underneath me. So, this is a hot spot. We'll see what happens today. Those deer blew about 40 minutes ago. My wind's good, it's heading in the direction behind us. So I don't know if that pack of dogs is chasing deer or what, but I'm just trying to be as ready as possible, because if they chase them up here, I ain't gonna have much time. So gotta throw my gloves on. There's a front pushing through right now with some rain, but it looks like it's gonna miss us. Barely. So, that wind picked up, it got a little chilly. I'm such a sissy, man. to start breaking down and get out of here while we don't have any deer around us. Until next time. We're finally set up this morning. Forecast was showing clear. It was raining this morning. I'm soaked. But hey, we're up here. We're sitting in the spot where Baston killed his buck the other day on the ground. Just about 200 yards out to my left on this ridge, on the point of this ridge, is where I killed my big 8 last year. So we're in a good spot. So we'll just have to sit and see what happens. Wind should be blowing behind me. It is, it's blowing this direction. So, I've got a good feeling about today. I think we'll at least see some deer. So, y'all stay tuned. Oh my God. That happened fast. I thought I heard something under me. I had to shoot that deer left-handed. I seen a rack, and he seen me, and he blew, and he started to run just out of frame. We gotta get down and see if there's blood or anything, man. We just got down. Here's where we're at. I just left my stuff in the tree until I see if we hit this deer. You can see right here is that kudzu patch that Baston was looking over. We're sitting right over there on the ground. This deer came this way. I thought it was a squirrel. Where it's rained, everything's so light right now. But I seen some leaves moving like right here in this tree. And I seen horns. And I tried to spin my camera around. He saw me. And he blew and took off. And all I seen was a rack runner. So let's go see if we can find this deer. He's been right down through here.
See if you can see where he'd have kicked up leaves or anything. I've lost my hat. I think I missed him. I had to turn backwards and use the seatbelt method in my saddle. And I'd shoot left-handed. And it all just happened so fast, I think I may have just rushed the shot and clean missed him because there's no blood anywhere. So, we're just gonna climb back up. Let's see what produces today. We're finally set back up here. I'm so disappointed in myself. That deer, I'll post this reveal picture here. That deer came through on my trail cam this morning, and it sent to my phone. And I hadn't been paying attention to my phone. I was scanning the area here. Again, I just heard up what I thought was a squirrel behind me, and it was a buck, and he had some pretty big bases. So I'm just a little disappointed in myself. I don't miss much. Shame on me. My wind's going this way. He or she is not blowing at me. We just shot another deer. Man, I just shot and missed this buck back here like. Dude, it is the peak rut. And these bucks are on their feet. I mean, this one worked right to me. Right down this, I'm on this ridge, and this is a finger off the ridge. It's just a lower spot in the ridge. And man, these deer have worked this morning. This deer here, he looked busted up. He looked like his tines was broken and everything, so he's probably fought hard. So, we're gonna get down and look at him, see what we got. He ran right over here in this kudzu again, man. Again. Whew. He's not the deer that came through here this morning. Dude, he was 15 yards when I shot him.
15? Well, that's great. I mean, that's good. I mean, was he on a doe by himself?
He was cruising.
Huh?
He was cruising, yeah.
Is he down?
Yeah, I watched him fall down here in this kudzu, man, but he looked busted up where he's been fighting.
Dude, also, I told you to hunt that kudzu when you did.
Yeah,
Dude, that's a magnet through there.
yeah. I can't believe I didn't hit that one this morning, man. It blows my mind.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out a scenario when
My knees are shaking.
that's why we do this.
Dude, I swear,
We wouldn't, shaking, it's why we wouldn't do it.
if this deer ain't what I think he is, man, I ain't even gonna post it.
Dude, I've done that twice, and I'm sure you're decent. You wouldn't shot him that close.
Yeah, he had a white rack. I didn't take time to scope him or nothing, man. I just seen that he was beyond his ears and let him have it, man. I'll go down here and look at him, and if you don't hear back from me, he wasn't worth looking at.
No, let me see him either way.
All right, man. I'll call you back here in just a few minutes.
All right, see you.
Later. We've made it down out of the tree. We'll see what this deer looks like. Let's see where a low spot is in the fence. See the barbed wire fence that butts up right against that tree. Pretty sure that deer was standing like right through here. I shot it. Right here looks like a low spot in the fence. Yeah, I'm gonna get over right there. He couldn't hold that 308. Here's the trail, you know. Pretty sure this is where I shot him, right here. Yeah. There's some blood there. Okay. There's some blood. Maybe it's right here. Where I was at. Yep, that's the tree right there. So right here is where he was standing. Looking good, man. And this kudzu right here gets you tangled all two pieces. Oh my God. Oh, there he is. I'll get back when we get down here. There he goes. He was tangled up in all this kudzu. It's terrible. Right here he is. That's probably a 2.5-year-old. But hey man, I ain't gonna sit here and say he's not the biggest. He's not. I've killed a lot bigger deer than him. But boy, I got me excited. Look here at these broken tines. Here, he's broke that one off fighting. That's wild. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, it's now 11:20, and this was kind of an eventful day, to say the least. When I got up the tree, buck walked in on me this morning around 7:20. I didn't realize it at the time, but he was on my reveal this morning, and I just wasn't on my phone to know that the notification came through. I was, scanning this area for deer, and I thought I heard squirrels, and it was a deer. He was down there making a rub on a tree, and I tried to spin my camera around on him. He was probably 15-20 yards, and he must have seen the movement of the tree, and he blew and ran off about 75 yards. And I had to spin around, do the seatbelt method in my saddle to where I put my rope over my shoulder, where it's keeping you protected from falling forward. And I had to take and shoot a left-handed shot. And that was super awkward. It wasn't a really good feeling to be in, but the shot felt great. For what it was, the shot felt really good, and I really thought I smoked that deer. But I got down, searched, could not find blood anywhere, and decided to just go ahead and climb back up in the tree. It's a peak rut, and obviously these deer are on their feet. So I climbed back up in the tree, and within 45 minutes, this guy right here came working in to me, and he's just a warrior, man. He's not my biggest buck by any means, but he's got a busted tine here on his G4 right there. Got a little kicker here, which makes him an 11 point. He's a mainframe 10, but he's not an old deer. He would have been a stud in a couple years, but man, the way my seasons went, I was just kind of over it. And I seen this rack, and he looked like he was outside his ears, and I decided to take him. And I couldn't be more proud of him, man. I spent a lot of time away from my family in these hills, and I love it. I absolutely love it. But my wife and kids are the one that pays. They're the ones making the sacrifice while I'm gone out here doing what I love. So I couldn't be more thankful for my wife and my children. And Basin, he got his first deer, and it dropped right over there. We're up here on this kudzu, and man, this kudzu patch is hot. It's a transition area. You got thick woods here, you got thick woods on the other side, and I feel like they cruise this edge right here. And check, there's doe bedding on this point going down, there's doe bedding on that point going down, and I think they just cruise this area, just scent checking for does, which is what they were doing this morning. That's what Basin's deer did. But again, I just couldn't be any more proud. God has blessed me for many years to be in these mountains, and to get this on film was just phenomenal. So probably gonna get this deer Euro mounted, and man, I don't know what to say. I'm just happy for you all that's still in the woods, man. I hope that you all are really getting after it. Just make sure you stick with it. Have your butt in a tree. That's the best thing you can do. And it may get old, it may get boring, but right now is the time to be sitting daylight to dark. So with that said, guys, I really appreciate y'all tuning in. If you don't care, drop some comments below. I'll answer any questions that you've got. I pray that you all have success this season, and thanks for watching. Eastern Wild is